Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. And today we're going to talk about a little bit about organization in the craft room, and also about a little bit about Cricut Premium Vinyl. I'm a big fan of Cricut, as you know, and one of the great things about a Cricut machine and the Design Space software is it allows us to make these absolutely glorious, this is a box card. You know how fond I am of box cards, but this is also a lantern, and I'm just so fond of Cricut and the fact that we have this ability to upload files that are created by some very, very talented designers. In this particular case, this is these two items, this lantern and this adorable cherry blossom box card, is created by someone named Mary at a company called SVG Cuts. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Not only is Mary a sweet person, but she puts together some of the most intricate, amazing projects. And along with the projects come these often many paged PDF files. And a lot of times people are confused, you know, when they upload or when they purchase a file. They often, you know, don't know what to do. What do I do with what I just purchased? Well, part of that has to do with the fact that you do have to upload an SVG onto Design Space. That is just part of the process. But a lot of times designers, and Mary is one of them, there's also Leo at Dreaming Tree and a number of others that produce for you these wonderful PDFs that have all of the details. And I'm going to just show you this first page. This is for the box card, and you can see here are the inserts that go into the box card, and she'll show you in great detail, you know, what color you're going to cut this out in, and even gives you some sizing issues, which you don't really have to deal with Cricut Design Space, but it also tells you, you know, because there's some pretty small pieces in this design. So she wants to make sure that you are putting these together correctly. Now, what do you do if you collect these SVG files with all of this great information, and you collect them and you start going, whoa, I have all of these files, I don't know what to do with? Well, part of it is you do need to learn how to organize them on your computer, and we can go over that in another video. But the most tangible way that and advice that I can give you about this is to put them into binders. And I put them into binders, and as you can see, I've shown this before, but I put in, this is my spring/Easter binder, and these are all my files from those designers and all of those. So what I find is once I put these into a binder, when it comes time for me to make something, for instance, when I want to do something that I would consider a summertime project, or even, let's say, Valentine's, I have corralled all of my great PDFs. So I can look through them and decide, okay, which project am I going to do for this holiday? But also I can look at the instructions, and that's one of the hardest things about Cricut to get used to, is that there are no instructions. Now, I'm old school. Okay, I love written instructions. I'm one of those, I love the manual kind of people. I just teach myself through reading the instructions for a project. I know a lot of people are very visual, and that's why I'm doing this YouTube channel thing. People want to be shown how to do it, but for me, I've always learned by reading and following the directions. And so for me, this kind of organizational system works very well. So perhaps I might purchase, when I purchase one of Mary's files, I might also purchase something that's a Valentine's project or a Christmas project or a Halloween or autumn, whatever, and I don't have to worry. I print off the PDF, I put it in the corresponding three ring binder, and when that time comes for that holiday, I have a great book that I can go through and determine, okay, I want to do this project or that project. And that's the thing about these sort of projects. They're big. There are a lot of things in this particular one called Spring Blossoms. In addition to having this box card and this lantern, there is a I'm afraid to even try it yet, but there's a pagoda, a 3D pagoda. I think I'm going to do it this year, but I've had this file for a couple of years and I've yet to attempt the pagoda, but that doesn't mean that I can't do it eventually, and that's where organization happens. Now, how does that relate to Cricut and Cricut Vinyl? As you know, you might have noticed here, I have put on my binders, I have put, Valentine's, and yes, this is done in vinyl. This is done in Cricut Vinyl. And then I also have the label itself, which I'm not sure if you can make out, but it is Anna Griffin premium vinyl. And I'm a fan of flowers and sort of all that Victorian flower stuff that Anna does. I'm a huge fan, and I always, I sort of collect a lot of her things, and one of the things that I've collected is this premium vinyl, and you may have gotten it if you purchased one of the recent mystery boxes. You might have gotten a couple of these samplers, and I'm not really sure. I don't remember very well. But, decoration doesn't have to be limited to giving things away. You can use it to decorate your workspace. And for me, I have this wonderful workspace. It's a porch of a very old home in the arts and craft era. So it gives me a lot of liberties to decorate with things of nature and flowers and all of that stuff. So why not take a few liberties and decorate with some very floral, interesting, patterned vinyl. Why not? Why not? Let's make our spaces fun and interesting. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, Rita, I don't like Cricut Vinyl, or I just think that the other brand that's out there, it's thicker. It feels thicker. This is something that I've thought about for a great amount of time. And the thing is, I personally don't feel thicker vinyl is better vinyl. It's thicker. And personally, I love to do things like this, which is, it's a layered, really. It's not a fancy layered, but it's layered. So the last thing I want is something sticking out of my of my design. You can hear my fingers going over, perhaps you can, but going over this, but it's very thin. The point that I'm trying to make is thin or thick is not the hallmark of good vinyl. I actually think the thinner vinyl, it weeds better, and it lays flatter and closer to your base material, and therefore to me is better. So I think we need to sort of rethink when we're thinking about vinyl, and rethink, and personally I just adore this patterned vinyl from from Cricut, and I particularly like, you know, Anna Griffin because it just goes with my decor. But there are literally dozens of pattern vinyl samplers out there from Cricut that you really want to explore. They just add that extra oomph to a project that it's just, they're just so much fun. So I wanted to point it out, and they can prove extremely useful. So that's my video for today. We're not going to do actually a demonstration, but it was more of a discussion about organization, about using files and incorporating it into our Cricut work with the Cricut Design Space. So I hope you enjoyed that. We have more tutorials coming, so please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to post at least 5 videos a week about Cricut, and a few other things, including food and New England living, and all kinds of other things, like my teddy bear, which you may have seen in the background as well. Teddy bear, my corgi, who makes an appearance in almost every video of mine. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and join me again as we discuss all things Cricut and a lot more other interesting topics. So thanks for coming today. I hope you have a great day, and look forward to seeing you again very soon.